If you'd like to add or edit a video on Squarespace, to add, you're going to go here and you can just type in video, it'll pop up, and it's going to give you a box. To add your video, you can go ahead and click edit, and then you have two options. You can upload a file from your computer. If you've already uploaded the file to Squarespace, you can select it from your Squarespace library. You also have the option to add a link from YouTube or Vimeo. So this can be really helpful because depending what your Squarespace plan is, you do have a maximum amount of videos that you can upload. But if you add a link from YouTube or Vimeo, it does not count against that total. So for instance, if you type in a YouTube link and click add, it's going to automatically pull it in along with whatever image is set as the header image. You can do a custom feature image. So if you don't like whatever image is default here, you can click this button and it'll let you add whatever image that you would like to be the cover image for this. Now, if I'm pulling in from YouTube or Vimeo, these options are not going to be available here. However, let me show you on a different example. So this is great because this will show you if you want to replace an existing video. So say this video has been on my site, it's great, okay, I want to do a new one. Click edit, replace, and then I'm going to replace it with this video. It's going to take a minute to load. Once your video has uploaded, you can access these additional settings. Again, these are not available if you link directly to YouTube or Vimeo. It's only if you upload your own video. So there are a couple options. First of all, you can choose if you want these controls to be seen. There's an all setting, there's a minimal setting. So you can still see a bar, but you don't have all those little buttons. There's also none. And so if you do this, they're not going to be able to basically click on any of those settings. So for instance, if we come here, so they can click on the video to start it, but they can't rewind it. They can't adjust any of those little settings versus if you want to give them those controls, that will then allow them to adjust the volume, make it full screen, rewind, etc. You can also loop the video, so that means it'll just play continuously. And you can also autoplay a video, but only if you mute it. So basically, Squarespace doesn't want someone to land on a web page and all of a sudden a video is blaring at them, so you do have to mute your video. But that allows you to autoplay, and so the benefit of that is if you want someone to navigate to a new page and the video has already started, that can sometimes entice people to watch the video more if it's already started, so they can just take it off mute and say, ooh, what's going on, let me watch. Or if you have a video with no audio, this can be really helpful because if you autoplay and loop it, basically it can play kind of like a GIF or GIF, depending which camp that you're in. So that can be a fun option as well. Let's see. You can add a video description if you'd like, if you want a little caption explaining what is in your video. The last thing I want to talk about is getting the spacing right on this. And so that can be a little tricky depending on the proportions of your video because Squarespace does not yet have an innate ability to upload vertical videos. So if you're trying to upload reels from social media, it can get a little bit awkward. And so you can see here that there's actually a bit of white space at the bottom of the video. And so you can decide if you want it vertically, center, or bottom aligned. And then if you want to make the video larger, you'll see no matter how much you drag the text box, it's not getting bigger. That's because it's gonna fit basically as fat as your box is. So if you want a video to be larger, you're gonna have to drag it this way, and you'll see it'll automatically size vertically to fit. And so you can make that as large as you want. And then if you, for instance, want to make it smaller, then you can drag the box as small as you can go. Again, there's still going to be a little bit of white space. And so you can just use these buttons to get it absolutely perfectly aligned. And then if you ever need to duplicate a video, we have this option here. If you're replacing a video that already exists on your site, before you click the replace button, I encourage you to scroll down and see which of these settings are on, because when you upload a new video, it's gonna automatically turn all of these off. So if you're just updating a video and you don't wanna mess up any settings, go ahead and scroll down to see which of these are turned on. That way, after you upload your replacement, you can scroll down and go ahead and adjust these to be the same that they were before.